Alright, so this is going to be a part two on individuality and how it's used to conquer our mind. And the whole etymology behind the word, the root meaning of what it actually means, because it's so much deeper than what they show us. And before we could get off, I want to say peace to the high vibrational beings, peace to the Most High. And I'm saying peace to the planet. Send my love. All right, so let's get straight into it. So in part one, I had mentioned how we refer to the word ship a lot. You know, like we say ship, we talk about all these ships, but it has such a deeper meaning to it. Because when you understand the particle hydrogen, and how that flows through the ether, so water. So it's about understanding the element water as well. There's so many parts I could probably go into and make about this, because I want to keep it on the subject of individuality and how they tamper with the mind through the words, right? So most people don't understand that your mind is a literal ether. You feel me? It's part of the ether. It's like your mind is part of your being. Right, you have three different selves. You have the mental self, you have the physical self, and you have the emotional self. So that's where you get the 3D from, the three-dimensional plane. You're working off three different dimensions. I wouldn't even say anyways, that's not too important. What I'm trying to say here is your mental self is very important. So when you get into the words that you use, it's very important to understand the words and why you're speaking with them. You don't want to just be saying words to say. I know, as crazy as it sounds, like we all like to speak, but you should at least put some research behind certain words. If you want to empower yourself, right, the real meaning behind using affirmations is to embody certain energies. Right? So if you want to embody certain energies, there's also certain energies that are hidden within your your DEA codes, your dormant codes, right? That when you do go in there and access, it will be revealed to you, right? So at the end of the day, vibration is vibration. And the thing about the energy and why it's important to get down to peace, right? As you know, when you throw the peace sign up, you throw the peace sign up with two fingers, right? But those who have awoken understand that that's not peace, that's separation. So you see us throw it up with two fingers connected. That represents oneness. So when we say Ashe and we say peace to the Most High, that's representing oneness. And it's important to break it down. And if you're trying to connect to that higher source, you must use the right vocabulary, right? So a lot of people, I've realized within the community, the spiritual community, a lot of folks and a lot of beings, they just speak it. You know what I'm saying? They just speak it. A lot of these beings just speak. They do a lot of speaking and they don't actually put action behind their work. So what I mean by that is a lot of people treat the spiritual realm like it's some sort of access code to an abundance of knowledge that they can acquire money from. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not really the way to look at it. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to go out there and spread your message, and if you're getting rapid downloads, nothing's wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, if your intent is not pure with it, you should watch your intent. You should watch your intent. And that's the whole point of this video, is to watch your intent. Because with that word individuality, right, the intent behind the word, why was that word given to the gods and the goddesses? Who made that word individuality? Individual. And it's an ideology. So I must break it down to you in a mental way, because you must understand being an individual lies in the subconscious mind. That lies in the mental self. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that lies within your mind. That's something you were programmed to believe. So when you're going into the subconscious mind, you're going into the darkness. If y'all ever watch Inside Out, right? If you ever watch Inside Out, in the movie Inside Out, when I forget their names, but one of the little happy one, the little one that's flapping around and stuff, when she fell down and she went to the place of abandoned thoughts, what was it? It was darkness. The thoughts that basically were dormant, DEA, dormant memories. Let's refer to it as dormant memories, right? And what's imperative to understand is that these memories were not dead. They were just dormant, okay? So that's very similar to the subconscious mind. That was a visual representation that Pixar or whoever made that movie to represent your subconscious mind. You must understand why you also feel attracted to these lights, to these light codes that they send at you. Y'all don't even understand how deep it gets. Like, y'all understand, y'all listen, it gets so deep, they study you super bad, super good. All right, they study you super good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know they know if you're not doing the inner work, if you haven't done the inner work, they know you better than you know yourself. That's why it's important to analyze the beings around you, right? Analyze the frequency. A lot of the chosen have spiritual gifts and can tap into to different types of qualities, like being clairaudient, right? You're clairaudient. I'm pretty sure that has to deal with the thoughts and being able to hear into other realms. Well, part of that is being able to hear people's thoughts. So if you're dormant with a spirit around you that is, or a being that is attached to a low vibrational spirit or a low vibrational entity, then if you have these type of gifts and you're around them, it can be harmful to you. So that's where the chosen have to deal with this side of life. So you ask what type of things we have to deal with. Well, you have to deal with energy, right? And we deal with it to the purest, the most potent form of it. So as pure beings, right? I'm gonna take a sip of water, y'all. I'm gonna take a little sip of water. Y'all can take a little break. I know we talking fast, but we gotta break this word down. We gotta break this word down, because if you're still using some of these words, right, such as individuality, and try to claim yourself as an individual, because we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it when it comes to school and how they program us. I'm going to show you how you're programmed. And then I'm going to give you the mental side of things and then a physical reflection of it. All right, so let me take a sip of my water. I say, may that water heal I and allow the channel and speak with flow with ease. So, back to individuality. It starts in school, right? It starts by a grade. So we each get a grade, but you got to understand, why do they each give us our own grade, right? Y'all know how deep this shit gets. Why do they give us our own grades? Like, if you're going to grade someone, why don't you grade the class? You feel me? Well, you should be grading the class as a whole, but no. The system itself, the matrix, the matrix, the system itself is based off an individual. Is divide and conquer. So it's all right. How do I put this? It's a programming. It's a whole programming you living in. You feel me? So if you're in the matrix, you're in the whole programming. Like I said, this is why it dives within the subconscious mind. That's why we have to explain the darkness. Like, this has a whole deeper thing to it, a whole deeper side of it. Because if you're not willing to face your darkest self, then you best believe that these next years coming up for you are going to be dark. Hella dark. Because you ain't trying to go into the darkness. You see, like in that movie Inside and Out, those memories were just dormant. They were not dead. You feel me? They were not dead. They were dormant. So if you still have dormant memories and you're not actually taking the energy to clear out your dormant just any low vibrations, right? And this is a process you must do every day, right? Because the energy is so intense. It's something you must do every day. Because a lot of you are out of the matrix, but if you are not reevaluating and clearing out these energies and clearing out the programmings, then they still exist within you. You feel me? They still exist within you. So you got to know who you're speaking to. You got to know who you're speaking to. You got to know what you're speaking about, right? But I think I'm going to leave this here. And I think for part 3, I think we're going to go into part 3. I'm going to upload this as part 2. All right, y'all. So this is like I said, we're breaking down this word individuality. In part 3, I'm going to go into it a lot deeper. Okay, we're going to go into it a lot deeper. Tune in.